No matter what may come, I will not let you go. Those words from a song by Tangled Blue are really important to me. I listen to them almost every day. No matter what may come, God will not let us go. In these days of sheltering in place, these days of physical distancing, when it feels like the whole world has turned upside down, to know that no matter what may come, God will not let us go. That is a great comfort to me, to all of us. Trinity's recently formed COVID-19 transition team, composed of Donna Potts, our chair, Melissa Culp, Carrie Cease, Melanie Wessinger, Richard Moose, Mike Parker, John Beckford, Kay Cook, and myself, began meeting last week. The purpose of this team for our life together here at Trinity is to determine when and how we can return to worship. We're being very cautious and taking our time in this process because the most important thing is that we are all safe when we come back to church. You should know that other congregations in the downtown area are already returning to worship. Our sister congregations in the ELCA here in the upstate are making similar decisions to ours and choosing to hold off for a while before we return to worship. Our aim is to follow recommendations from the CDC and also from DHEC. As the state continues to open up, we are concerned that perhaps this is happening too soon, and all of us fear that as the restrictions are lessened, that there may be a spike in the number of cases of coronavirus. We feel better watching and waiting as this happens before we make a decision about returning to worship here at Trinity. In the meantime, we encourage you to stay close to home, to continue to practice physical distancing until we can be sure that we will be safe once we return to church. Know that in these weeks as we are waiting to return to church, that our transition team is working diligently to set up procedures and protocols to make sure that we are all safe when we return to church. Our goal in this process, or at least one of our goals, is to make sure that the experience we get in worship can be better when we return to church than it is from our homes right now. And when I say that, this is what I mean. If coming back to church means that we cannot celebrate communion, that we cannot sing, that there must be restrictions about who can worship in this place, then it is likely that we'll give it some more time and be patient and wait a few more weeks so that we can continue to be a place of welcome for all people. In the meantime, we are considering options for how it is that we can celebrate the sacrament of Holy Communion from our homes. Know that there are many factors to be considered as we think about coming back to church. And this process is probably going to require a lot of help from you. We know that when we come back to church, we are going to need teams of people to help us clean and sanitize spaces before and after worship, as well as before and after small group meetings. We may well be reaching out to you in the near future, seeking your help with those things. This time away from our community has been challenging and difficult for all of us. As we continue to watch and wait until it is safe for us to be together again, I encourage you to continue worshiping with us, gathering together with this community of faith at 10 o'clock on Sunday mornings and again on Wednesday evenings at 6 p.m. I also encourage you to keep reaching out to one another, to continue to be a support to one another, to do that via texts or emails or calls or notes. I would also invite you to reach out to your gift group, if you have one of those, or to your community care group. Rely on one another as we make it through this difficult journey. And remember, no matter what may come, God will never, ever let us go. My colleagues and I are holding you close in our prayers, and we are eagerly looking forward to the day that we can be in this place, that we can be together again.